Right, we're in a weird town, never been in before, Charlotte, North Carolina, and we're interested in finding a sushi restaurant. We had just attended the NRA annual meeting, and we figured we'd check out a sushi restaurant here. So I'm looking for maps out of my list of apps, and we're going to get our map of Charlotte here. I can ask the menu to show our location, and we're this blue dot, just on the H in Charlotte, and now it's just sort of there. And now I'm going to hit the search button, and then I'm going to hit the microphone. Sushi buffet. I said sushi buffet, it heard me, and then it brought up a list from the Yellow Pages, I guess, of a sushi buffet. I hit the name of it, and we had already done this, obviously. Came up with this one. We checked some of the different reviews. We're going to hit the directions button, and we can either get directions, but since we're not familiar with the area, we're going to hit navigate, and now it's going to tell us where to go. And the co-pilot here is going to hold the camera.
Head northeast on North Tryon Street toward Pfeiffer Avenue.
Okay, so I have no idea where that is, but when we start moving, what'll happen is it'll get its bearings, it'll start telling us what to do once it knows where we actually are. We started out actually in a parking lot of a hotel here. So I guess now we're on Tryon Street, and I think we actually
Continue on North Tryon Street for 2 miles.
There we go. We're on the right street, so now, of course, it doesn't know we're at a red light, so unfortunately it can't drive for us, but we'll wait for the red light, and then we'll head 2 miles down the road. Now we've got a car mount that we could stick to the windshield. Of course, we didn't bring it with us on the trip. It was just too bulky for the luggage. But if we wanted to, we could plug it in or stick it to the window and then not have to hold the unit, of course. But for travel like this works for us. And we're in Charlotte, North Carolina. Pretty neat town. Lots of history here, lots of new stuff. We're really impressed with the town. We're actually kicking ourselves that we didn't basically stay a couple extra days either before or after the show just to see the town here. We're going to leave it running, so I'm going to quit babbling, and we'll just break in from, we'll speed it up here, and we'll just break in to let you hear what the GPS unit says. Somebody here. You know, we're just sitting here, and our co-pilot figured out that if we stick the navigator thing into this sunglass holder, we're actually in a rental, a Chrysler 300, and we figured out that if you put the droid there in the sunglass holder and leave it open, it's just like having a little holder for it.
It was a little odd letting the droid act as a navigator and just not even pay attention to where we were headed and depend on the accuracy of the electronics there. But honestly, it was kind of interesting. I normally would be looking at a map and counting streets and paying attention to street names and really not paying attention to what I was driving past. But because we were reviewing the device and I wanted to give it an honest test, I just basically went oblivious to where we were going and just let the device guide us. And I gotta say, it was kind of enjoying just watching the scenery.
It's also nice that as I'm driving, when it's mounted like it is,
Continue on East Boulevard for a half mile.
when it's mounted like this, I may have forgotten what she had said, because she said East Boulevard. That made me think direction. But when I got to South Boulevard here, I thought, uh-oh, did I misunderstand? I was able to look up here and see the blue line, which is our travel. And now that I'm stopped, I can sort of check out the path. I thought I could zoom. I can zoom over here and zoom out. I can zoom into a street view, which is real nice when you're really close to the area. I can zoom back out and get a general idea that I'm going to be turning right and then jogging left. So I need to go up to this next road and take a right.
So as a test, I really paid no attention to where we were going. We had no time constraints. We had the rest of the evening, so we were just going to eat dinner. Figured we couldn't get too lost. So we just let the device guide us. It took us through, I think, a very efficient route. When you look at it on a map, it was interesting right there. We went through a 5-point intersection, and it did a really good job of guiding us through that audibly. I was really impressed. Just when we thought we were in the middle of a residential area, we popped out and found the restaurant. So, thumbs up.
So it not only found the directions for us, but also did the job of recommending the restaurant, giving us the option to read reviews. Now, it didn't get us a great parking spot, but I'm not going to complain too bad about that.